My name is Trittany and I'm the reader at the Crown and Castle Collective, where we're all the rulers of our own kingdom that we call life. And this is a pick-a-pile reading designed to take a look at maybe a specific dream you've been having, whether that's engaging with a significant person, a place, or a thing, an object. We're going to decode those messages here from your dreamscape and see how you're showing up, what the message really is. And yeah, all the spiel was kind of given earlier when I was still playing the handpan. So all the information to how to get a personal reading from me is in the description box as well with the prices. So without further ado, collective number 1, let's start with you. Hello, collective number 1. If you chose this first pile, this is your reading to interpret what your dream's really trying to tell you. Why do you keep having these dreams? A significant dream that you may have had just once. We're going to decode that. So starting with the first 4 cards, and then we're going to take a look at how you are showing up, how the object, purse, or significant thing in your dream is showing up, and really the overall message. So collective number 1, the general energy of your dream seems very like you're at a point of weakness. Perhaps you're not in control during this dream. Maybe you feel like you have no control over the circumstances or how things are playing out. We have the Strength card in the reverse, so you're not feeling at your strongest in this dream. And we also have the 5 of Pentacles, which definitely indicates a little bit of struggle, perhaps finding yourself in a foreign environment or a foreign location, not sure where you are, or maybe you're, having really bad anxiety about somewhere that you're needing to be in the future or somewhere you would like to be, trying to arrive at that destination. There could just be a little bit of slow, sluggish movement, kind of like the trying to run away from the killer, but you're stuck in mud, just quicksand, trying to run, but ever so slowly. We also have the 10 of Fire, or the 10 of Wands, Confidence. Now, this is a card of screaming, essentially, or being very frightened and very vocal. So a lot of you guys could be finding yourself alone, abandoned, or even somewhere where you just don't feel safe and something just doesn't feel right, where you want to ask for help, to ask for direction, or maybe even speak up against any kind of aggressor that you may have in these dreams. Now, for some of you, you could be having, very frightful dreams with these cards. So a lot of you guys could be experiencing waking up with sore throats, waking up very, very thirsty, or like clenching your teeth as well. Just a lot of anxieties creeping into those areas. And then we have Just Be. I believe this is Oats. Yes. So a lot of you guys could be having anxieties about the next morning, the future. Again, I'm getting that there's somewhere that you are expected to be in the future, that you're just having a little bit of anxiety surrounding with how things are going to play out. And I feel like you feel out of control, obviously, with that situation, so that could be slipping into your dream state, which is very common. Now we're going to take a look into some more details, maybe of how you are showing up in this dream of yours. And with this Just Be card, I feel like this is something that, with the Strength card in the reverse, you just have to kind of release control of the situation, or the fact that you might not have control over the dynamic. Now, the way that you're showing up in your dream, we actually have the Vampire card. Now, this came out in the reverse. So we're going to read the shadow aspects, which says, depleting others from your psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. Now, I feel with this card showing up in the reverse is that you guys could be trying to, escape someone who's essentially someone that doesn't wish you well, or that there's some kind of force around you that's making you feel as if you aren't worthy to get where you're trying to go. Definitely someone blocking your progress by trying to either talk you down, badmouth you, start drama, maybe gossip behind your back. Like this person or thing just can't let go of you, or it's something that you're struggling to really unhook or disconnect the cords to. And sometimes, you know, when we think of cutting cords with things, it's a very fine print, solid severing. And a lot of times what we need is a much more gentler approach to necessarily have mercy on those who are praying and those energies that may be praying against us with the vampire in the reverse. And it's better to think of unhooking these cords or ties that you may hold to certain energies, thought patterns, experiences, or traumas of your past, and anxieties, really releasing them and unhooking them rather than taking a more aggressive approach where you're completely trying to like run away, stand your ground, maybe getting physical with this person or this energy, really trying to combat it even in your dreams, trying to fight back, run away, yell and scream. Spirit's saying to take a much more alternate, maybe even occult practice to it. And the way that you were showing up in your dreams with the vampire in the reverse is definitely someone who is, in my mind, sleeping, you know, in a cave in the dark. And we'll get a couple of cards here because I'm getting several different energies starting to flow in of other people's experiences, and they're all different realms, if you will. Now, the way that you're showing up is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, which is a very stable energy as well. Someone who's almost even grasping for that last breath of air. I'm getting for some of you it has to do with like really long fingernails or fangs with this confidence. Perhaps you even came face to face with a wild animal, a creature, a beast, or heaven forbid, you know, for some of you who see darker figures in your dreams and in those higher realms, protect yourself, be careful. Now, a positive note with the vampire in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles is you know your strength, and also you're not allowing people to drain you to your fullest. Like, although you may come into contact with some frightening, scary, or very aggressive energies, I feel like you don't let it deplete you, and you're still willing to give up that fight because you know that you are whole, you are your own essential being of light, and that can really protect you in those instances. And I feel like that could also give you that power to fight back and defeat or demolish whatever kind of anxieties that you are facing. And this also is, you know, Ace of Pentacles is our 3D world. Perhaps a lot of you are worried about jobs or like your home life, something that's not really being discussed, that's just really bubbling under the surface, that's giving you a sense of no direction, no control, and that could really be taking a toll on you in your waking life. So I feel like that's to some extent, and we're gonna take a look at what you're engaging with, because I'm getting for some of you it's a person, for other you it's more of an environment that you're trying to escape. So the card of what you're engaging with or experiencing in these dream states, we have gossip. So you guys could be encountering someone that you could have gotten an argument with. Maybe this person has said some harsh things to you to hopefully tear you down and tear down your confidence and your energy and yourself and your ability to persevere in life and keep moving forward and improving on yourself with that strength card. So for some of you, you could have a hater that's just kind of budging in, sending you some bad mojo with that vampire card in the reverse. We also have the Three of Cups, imitate. So that is clarifying the gossip card. This could be a Cancer, just because of the card showing it. They don't have to be that significantly. But this is also the Three of Cups. When we think of the Three of Cups, we also tend to think of third parties, ex-friends, you know, people that you have separated from that are just kind of hiding behind a mask or pretending to be your acquaintance or someone there for you. But in reality, you could be afraid that this person is talking behind your back or that they're talking to other people. Maybe you're afraid, or not necessarily afraid, but maybe in your dream, I have a feeling that you could be feeling a sense of abandonment or dreaming of someone necessarily cheating on you or going against the boundaries of the relationship, whether that's in friendship, whether that's with family members or a significant other. And also, this is a definite environment kind of energy, so you could be worried about people at work or at school, in any kind of community or friend group, really just, you know, not being authentic and true with you. Because they might want to, they know your prize and your possession. That's what they may be trying to steal from you, is devalue your name and your worth. So you could be picking up on that and really wanting to talk to this person and see how long has this been going on. And for some of you, it's almost like there's no resolution, it just ends. So your dream could have ended very abruptly and there was no solution or no ending really to this. So there is a big question of someone or something's loyalty to you, dependability. There's some kind of foundation for you guys that's not very stable at this moment. With the Two of Pentacles, it's a very back and forth, imbalanced card. With the Queen of Pentacles here, is this someone really you can trust, depend on, and invest your time and energy into? So if this person just isn't being your Two of Cups, which came out next, soulmate kind of energy, very amicable, respectable, on equal playing fields, and even if you're not, you know, one person helps the other evolve into their higher self. So this person could be, for some of you, if it's a family member, I'm getting like more feminine energies, mother, grandmothers, sisters, just females in general. And for a lot of you, though, it is either a significant person that you could be intimate with the Two of Cups. Again, a lot of you in this dream, I have a feeling of like relocating or not really knowing what your sense of direction or where you're at. Not feeling stable, grounded, or protected, really feeling vulnerable. Whether that's to another person or a place. And at the end of this, we have Rewild Plantain. Now, this is a card of mapping, direction. This is the overall message for this dream, is to really release this anxiety that you're harboring regarding anything in your waking life. If there's one significant person that, you know, you already have an idea that's being a little bit shady towards you, is recognizing those energies coming in and learning how to filter them out in a very loving, merciful way, that you stay grounded and very wise in your age with that Queen of Pentacles. She's someone who is very undisturbed by other people's actions and takes that as a more revealing side of their character. And, you know, by doing so, you get to know more about this person by having these experiences, these engagements, and interactions, even in the 5D with someone, you can actually pick up on a lot of their energies. So perhaps you are doing so, and if you're seeing the real shadow side of this person, just be aware that that might be an extreme or just that core part of their shadow self that you're engaging with and meant to come to terms with, whichever way you see fit, if that's worth unhooking yourself from this person, or if it's something that may frighten you, or it may make you very anxious, that you may need to speak up and address this in real life. This may be a conversation that you need to have, but for some of you, I feel like with this Just Be card and the Rewild at the end, that things with you and this person, if you're dreaming of someone significant, things are definitely shifting and reworking themselves. Both sides may be doing some shadow work, you or your person, and that could be what's causing their shadow self to step forward in your dreams and give you these very frightening red flags or experiences, anxieties, and thoughts that you may think that you're planting in your own head. But in reality, I feel that this person you could have separated from this person, and it's almost as if both parties or both sides are still trying to figure out how to move forward. Perhaps this is a connection that was left long ago, I feel, and there's almost a sense of curiosity or wonder of how this person is viewing your situation, or maybe what had unfolded. And you could be wondering, if they were to talk about your situation, your dynamic with another person, what would they say? What would they truly say if they knew you weren't listening? And that could scare you, but at the same time, I'm getting that it's not your person in the real life. If this is a significant person you're dreaming of, that the relationship's quite exciting, because it's almost not unterritory. It's like undiscovered terrain that you guys are both working through. Yeah, so this is starting to turn into like more of a relationship energy for some of you who aren't really dreaming about other people. I feel like there's just a lingering anxiety, perhaps even like hearing voices or concerns about other people talking about you and how they are viewing you, that could cause you to kind of go a little bit more secluded, feel as if you're not really accepted and that you're not valued. And when you withdraw from these energies, you're really learning a lot about yourself, perhaps even your own shadow self, that can attract a lot of, really deep energy. So just be careful when you are trying to do shadow work, especially in these higher realms in your dreams, that you're doing it appropriately. So yeah, I would say that this is a situation or this dream to not let it quite interfere with your day-to-day life, because I feel as if with this Rewild card is that things are moving forward, but they're unprecedented, and there's bound to be some kind of new growth, either in you or your person, by finding your confidence or respectably sitting down and addressing the issue or the concern that you may have at hand. Not being like, oh, I had a dream where you cheated on me. No, just be like, have a conversation more about what you are looking for in a relationship and what you need for reassurance and your own value, that, you're not trying to ask too much perhaps of your person. Maybe you feel like you're asking for a lot, but for some of you, you could be needing to have some time in space alone from your person in order to disconnect from this anxiety that you may have from just being, I feel like for some of you, you guys are picking up on other people's chakras, you know, those cords that we talked about that hook onto you, those are tied in with other people's chakras. You know, whether this is someone you're with currently, family members of your past, old friends you had from high school, or even elementary school. So just be aware of those ties that you're pulling. And I feel like it's time for you to just kind of take some time to yourself, and you'll notice that you'll start to attract healthier dynamics and relationships with those around you at a much more optimistic perspective. So this was kind of confusing. I know dreams are very abstract, and this will only resonate for some of you. So if it didn't resonate with you, always try another pile. And maybe this video just wasn't for you. I hope that you took at least 1 or 2 messages away from this if you made it all the way through. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to check me out on other social medias. And if you are interested in personal readings, those are available. So thank you guys. I will see you next time. Hello, collective number 2. If you chose this pile, obviously this reading's for you. So we're going to take a look at what your dreams have really been trying to show you, how you've been interacting in them, what you've been experiencing or coming into contact with, and just really decoding maybe the messages of your dreams. If it's reoccurring, something you've had just last night, we'll take a look and see what you experienced. So thank you everyone for joining me. If you're returning and if you're new, I love doing live stream videos as well. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at your first few cards. Collective number 2, what are your dreams trying to show and tell you? What is the overall energies of this dream space? Okay, collective number 2. If you feel like these messages resonate with you anywhere throughout the video, give it a like. And if you feel like this isn't really in tune with what you experienced, please feel free to select another pile. I hope everyone at least gets a message or 2 out of these. And this is going to be for a small selection of you. So the first few cards coming out that describe the dream environment that you may have had. We have the Tower card and the Queen of Wands. For some of you guys, you could have had a really big oh shit kind of moment. Something bad could have totally just, you know, happened out of the blue. But I'm hearing also like a house fire or a car wreck, or finding yourself in a smoky room where it's just hazy, it's not very clear. I do feel like your guys' dream is very confusing, very complex, and it all happened very fast. Now, there could be one person in particular that was in the forefront of your dream that you perhaps could have recognized or been drawn to, that looked similar to someone you know. Maybe you recognize them. For a lot of you, I'm getting that it's a family member, but you saw them in an altered lifetime where their looks were kind of, their features were kind of different but still recognizable. We have the 6 of Swords disguise out here, so this is what's kind of alluding to seeing someone and almost recognizing them, but then being, you know, oh wait, is that them? So that could be going on, and it is even someone that you haven't seen in lifetimes, or the way that you haven't seen this soul portray itself in quite a long time, and it could scare you or spark you to be like, oh my gosh, I recognize them in 2 different ways. I don't know. And then we also have the Heart's Home, which is Hawthorn. So this is what's kind of showing me it could be someone you are in relation to, whether they're showing up or showing themselves how they appear in this lifetime, or how you saw them 2 lifetimes ago, blah, 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 whatever. There's kind of a timeline cross, if you will. So, whew. Again, there's a lot of haze. I feel like your guys' dream just wasn't very clear, like actually, visually. And that was kind of meant to be very misty, which could have allowed this person or thing or whatever entity, soul, to morph their appearance. Maybe you had this ability or someone else did. A lot of you could be dreaming about your own home environment or places that you're typically in, but you could be redesigning it or even seeing it in a different time era and traveling into different time periods or foreign locations. This could be really surprising to you. Maybe it's an ability that you never really knew you had the potential to experience with astral projecting, or even having cool dreams as such, where you're able to maybe be in a little bit more control creatively with the area around you. So, I don't know, for some of you that's it. Maybe you yourself appeared differently in these dreams, and you were able to change your shape, your energy very, very on the spot. So maybe your dream went from calm and just creative to, oh shit, like you kind of maybe did something wrong that you couldn't undo, or your works or your creations were misinterpreted, your actions, your thoughts, and your intentions were skewed from the way that they were received or perceived by maybe your family, your community. And the way that you're showing up here, we have students. So a lot of you guys are tapping into those new abilities. Maybe you've been up studying late and being very, very tired when you go to sleep. So that could have you really have your gears turning in your head that are allowing you to do certain kind of manipulations in your dreams, or a certain kind of deep understanding with mind and body. Maybe you're dreaming of doing physical activities, and so when you awake, you are actually bringing that into your day-to-day life. So you could be dreaming about going to the gym, playing soccer, and you have a dream about water skiing and you've never even been on a lake. I don't know. And so those are some interesting ties that you're taking into in your waking life with the Sun card. Whatever you're learning and experiencing in these dream states is very important for you to dive deep into the connections you can make in your waking life. This is very empowering. Collective number 1 was more of like if you're having a little bit more different type of dreams. I don't like to reveal it because, whatevs. But if you feel like this isn't resonating for you, go ahead. Choose another pile. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Alright. And how or what... Just sip on this real quick. Okay. Who or what are you interacting and engaging with in these dream experiences? How are these energies showing up? Okay, wow, you guys. Collective number 2, if you are having some, a little bit like, I feel as if a lot of you guys are tapping into some great energies, but it scares you almost. It makes you a little bit uneasy that you've never had such experiences in your sleep, honestly. So I don't know how else to word it, but what energies you're engaging with. We have the Guide card and we have Justice. So if any of you have been doing prayers or just meditation, really calling out to your spirit guides and any other sort of entity, God, source, spirit, before you're trying to go to sleep, they're tuning in with you and they're teaching you a few lessons. So you're showing up as the student in the Sun. What better way for a student and a guide? Okay? The dynamic is very healthy. Learning, teaching, growing. And I feel as if this was very unexpected of them to perhaps show up in your dreams. Maybe a lot of you are seeing and recognizing your guides as family members, friends, people. I feel like even if you're coming into contact with people that you know on a day-to-day basis, acquaintances, that you're seeing them in their higher, truest self for what they are and what they're here to teach you. Now, this message may not be very clear yet because I feel like you're identifying this other person or entity, we'll call it whatever, guide. You're starting to recognize it, and you guys could be starting to recognize certain abilities that you may not have known about, or maybe you're making connections about your upbringing, your current life that you've been living, and doing a lot of overview of maybe things that you could have skimmed over in the past that you thought were fully healed, but it was just more of an avoidance, detour that, oh yeah, I'm fine with that situation. That you're really going back, re-examining these lessons with the student card. Now that message is only for some of you. There's a lot of Leo, Libra energy in here as well. Not sign specific, but those are just the cards. And we're going to clarify what this dream's really trying to tell you. For some of you, there's a fire sign, or there could be someone that you are actively passionate about. Now, this could be family, friend, a significant other, a third party, and I feel when you're interacting with them in your dream states, you could be seeing them, in an altered way, but you could be recognizing them. The overall message of this dream, we have the Tower card, again, just from a different deck. Here's the Rider-Waite. Here's the Everyday Witch Tarot. It's a major epiphany. It's a strike either to, your crown chakra, really opening you up to some visions or perceptions that you wouldn't normally be in, while you're in your dream state. I feel like for the most part, you guys normally don't remember your dreams, or your dreams are usually very ciphered, foggy, very fast. So when you wake up, it's just gone. But this one could be something that sticks with you, because I feel like there was something very clear about either this person's face, their appearance, that struck you as very wise and forthcoming. We also have the Five of Swords. So there could be a hiccup in the past, either of something that you yourself did that maybe had you feeling a little bit embarrassed, or just some weird, I don't know if that's for some of you, something that could have been really hard to experience at the time, but as you have grown through it, I feel that you're able to stand more confidently. You're able to stand more confident. Sorry, there's so many animals outside my window. Talking about the confidence, we have the King of Cups. Now, on this card, he's on an island, but traditionally, I believe the King of Cups is on a concrete slab surrounded by water. That's a solid foundation, someone who stands by their emotions, and I see a bird, a bunny, and a squirrel playing in my backyard. It's so cute, it's painful. That could be a message for some of you, that this person, if it's someone that you would want to pursue, if you're dreaming about someone that you want to come forth with, there's a little bit of releasing some of this petty nervousness or certain kind of energy that made one or both of you uncomfortable. Like, there's I'm hearing a lot of details, a lot of webbing going on between the situation, where it's almost like a small inconvenience, but there's a lot behind it. And with the King of Cups, this is someone that you still care very, very deeply for. And if you guys are coming into contact with your spirit guides, you could be coming to them with a significant request or a significant situation of your past with this Tower card that could have really struck you down, made you feel less than or disempowered, almost like you didn't have the strength to show your true self and show your true colors. Now you're learning how to be much more confident with the Student card and the Sun card. Maybe you're looking for inspiration. Maybe you're looking for success in your studies, or trying to find, perhaps even for some of us, the meaning of your current life. And so you're learning from mistakes of your past, really refining those releases, and learning how to, for some of you, I'm picturing, your soul essence. It's almost like it's been a little bit smaller, more condensed from past situations. And right now you're starting to feel stable enough where your soul essence is starting to expand a little bit. I'm seeing like a white ball of light starting to just grow out. It's very, very weird. But with that is a new sense of confidence, and a lot of you guys are going to be appearing different. There's almost like a self-recognition issue. For some of you, you could have body issues, like with the way that you view yourself currently in this lifetime just don't add up with you mentally. You could be requesting help and assistance from spirit, because whatever it is, it's been knocking you down twice. This is something that you've been facing with a lot, and it's something that causes a lot of anguish and mental confusion of how you're trying to portray yourself when you're still trying to learn more about who you are in this lifetime. And a lot of you are learning who you are by how you've dealt with past errors, past mistakes, how you showed up in a situation, how you handled a situation. And Spirit's saying, be at peace with yourself with whatever had happened. And you're learning how to love and accept yourself through and through. Even the people that were involved with what may have pushed you away from having a deeper understanding of yourself. There's a lot of people that caused some issues with you that led you astray from your real interpretation of who you are. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit lost in the sauce. If you're able to follow with that one. Cheers to you. Like I said, everyone should get at least like 1 or 2 messages. These are general readings, so they're pretty broad. The last card that we have here is the Forbidden Fruit. This is my one of my favorites, actually, in this deck. And it's the apple. So, there's a little bit of guilt here. For some of you, there's either a certain person that you could want to pursue, that you're trying to work things out with. Again, that's like a relationship kind of spread. But it's like a really big yearning for someone, something, or to see yourself a certain way, to see yourself grow in this lifetime to who you are meant to be, and trying to understand more of your life purpose. That you feel as if with this forbidden fruit that there's a lot blocking you from achieving this. There's a lot of bumps in the roads, and there's the 5 of Swords, which is a lot of conflict. The number 5 is seen as a card of shift, change, and, in my opinion, creativity. So, there's a big sense of evolution in your guys' reading. Now, your dream space could have been, again, from different time periods, different eras, different landscapes, and you're really taking notes and absorbing all of this energy, and I feel like by doing so, You're almost getting a catalog on yourself and your soul experiences and drawing those connections, your spirits, your guides, those closest to you who could be a helping hand in these dreams. It could be a parent, a father, someone strong and stable, whether that's even a feminine energy I'm getting, is that they're teaching you how to be accepting of these energies and also how to creatively engage with your own sense of confidence to not let these past downfalls prevent you from building yourself into whatever shape or form that you wish in this lifetime. I'm getting a lot of different messages here, but there is a sense of this rebuilding with the Tower card. Almost reestablishing your name or your title. Perhaps you were once really well respected and you had a fall from grace, and some of you are still learning more about yourself and your habits and your tendencies. What are you doing? What are you doing? But I think I'm gonna tie your guys' reading up here because I'm getting very confusing. I can already tell for some of you if you made it through this video. I hope something resonated with you. Let me know in the comments. Give the video a like or subscribe to see more of my future videos. And I also post polls on my community page after you subscribe so that you can vote on what videos I post next. So it's like you're getting a free reading. Like I said, it's a win-win for the both of us, guys. So thank you, collective number 2, for watching. Please continue to engage with these energies safely in your dream space. And don't be afraid to kind of see through the smoke, because for a lot of you, there's something crumbling and it's almost like the dirt and everything is being washed up. And when it all settles, you guys are going to have a clean slate. And the more that you study about the structures of how you can rebuild yourself into who you want to be or how you want other people to see you, you guys have a lot of potential and a lot of golden energy behind you. Move forward with it without fear, with full confidence. You guys got this, okay? Thanks, collective number 2. I'll see you next time. If you guys chose collective number 3, hello, hi, welcome if you're returning, and if you're new, welcome. I'm coming off very aggressive in your guys' intro. I'm not too sure why. But we're going to take a look at the general energies of your dream space, how you were showing up, what you were interacting with or who you were interacting with, and just the overall message from this experience. So, collective number 3, if you feel like I resonate with you anywhere throughout, feel free to give the video a like or comment what's resonating with you. And if you subscribe on my community page here on YouTube, you can vote on what videos I post next. So it's like a free reading. Win-win. So, collective number 3, what's the general environment of this dream of yours? Okay. So collective number 3, you guys could be having some aggressive dreams, coming into contact with things or spaces that you may not feel safe around. With the 5 of Pentacles came out first, it did come out in the reverse. Now, I didn't know which way to read this until the Death card actually came out as well in the reverse. So, yes, death, ooh, scary, woo. But really, in conjunction with the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, this is something that y'all can't escape. The Death card is all about rebirth, restarting, shedding old skin and starting anew. Now, when it's in the reverse, there's something stuck in this process. And with the 5 of Pentacles as well is someone who's not really making progress, someone who's endlessly feeling like they're struggling or disempowered. We also have the Eight of Cups, mischief, clarifying all of this. So there could be someone or something up to no good in your dreams. Maybe you weren't up to any good. Perhaps you were sneaking around, playing a little bit undercover, or trying to go unrecognized in your dreams. Now we also have tap your resources, burdock. This gives me a sense of something, when it starts to boil under the surface. It's very small, no issue, don't have to worry about it yet, and it starts to build up. And then next thing you know, it's fully boiling, you have it on high, and you just don't know how to reel it back. It's almost like if you guys are trying to work on astral projection or astral travel, some of you guys could be like pushing yourself too far that you end up wandering and you end up lost. It's like it slowly escalates, if you will. But this could be a reoccurring dream for sure for some of you guys. If it's something from your past that you're reliving from this life, or just something that you're in fear of going wrong. So it could be a constant thing that you're just, always boiling and toiling over. I don't think that's a word, but we're about to get tongue-tied with you guys, I can tell. Whew. Alright, so the overall energies of your dream, I feel like this is something that you're stuck in, something that is constantly worrying you. At first it could have been something small, but it's really starting to build in something that you feel like you can't really escape from, which is very unfortunate. We're gonna help you break these ties. Woo! We also have the way that you're showing up is the hero-heroine. The light attribute says passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So the way that you guys are showing up in this dream is constantly trying to push against whatever forces are trying to keep you in a loop. And I feel like you're having some trouble with it, but you're almost turning up your own energy a notch, where you're starting to maybe work some other modalities into your dream space. Now this I feel like is for some of you who are lucid dreaming, in a sense where you're in control of yourself and your actions, so you feel, but not necessarily in charge of what's going on around you. And a lot of you guys could be starting to be fed up with these energies and really starting to try to be the hero of your own story, to be in control of the narrative and what's going on around you. And I feel like whatever these forces are, or whatever dream experiences that you are having, are meant to trigger your fight or flight energies, but necessarily more of your fight. So it's trying to get you to be more confident in yourself and to be the hero of your own story. So for some of you, you could be struggling with addictions or things that you're constantly going back to. This could be money. This could be an addiction to material things, to seeing certain numbers, and any kind of third party work, person, place, substance that you're just constantly fighting against. We also have the Ten of Cups with how you're showing up in this dream space. A lot of you guys are protecting family. I'm getting that for some of you having, more aggressive dreams, could be having like home intruder type of situations, or some kind of energy entering into your personal space and surroundings and trying to really protect that. Now I'm getting, the more you surround yourself with the souls that you're more familiar with, okay, because I feel like you guys aren't alone in your dream. You could be with family, friends, a community, with a lot of people surrounding you. And that really makes you stronger, is realizing the support team that you have around you, whether that's your family, your friends, your partner, but more importantly, I'm picking up on a lot of spirit guides that are kind of in the sky, necessarily sky gods. I just feel like guides or angels are watching over these interactions that you're having in your dream space, and they're really helping you engage more in your confidence, in your ability to heal these, whatever it is that you're dealing with that you can't get rid of. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to like pick up on the exact message, but I'm getting different people's messages, so to make them all into one cohesive one, y'all know how it goes. This stuff's confusing. Moving on, collective number 3. What are the energies that you're engaging with? Who or what are you engaging with in these dreams? We have dilettante in the reverse, so I'll read the shadow aspect. And it says, pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. So this is someone who could pretend to be a know-it-all. Also, for a lot of you, you're having dreams about, like, again, the home intruder situation, or someone taking something from you, or someone that wants what you have, and that they could be going behind the scenes to try to get closer to you. Now, this could be someone you know in your 3D life, someone who wants their energy to be closer to you. So this could be someone making an appearance in your dream that you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I thought I cut ties with this person. I know that they have no good intentions with the mischief card. Why is this person, stepping into my energies again? Because you could have been doing fine on your own, and, they could be someone who was below the surface or in the background of your life that's really trying to step back in and disturb either your current home and family life. If you're in a connection, this could be a meddling third party or someone that you rejected, and they're just trying to get closer to you and your energies in whatever realm possible. Oh man, there's a squirrel on my bird feeder. Bad squirrel. Yep, we have the Knight of Cups here. This is someone who could have had a romantic interest in you, that wants more of what you have. And this is how you're showing up in your energies. Okay, we have a lot of blues and oranges and yellows. Look at how whoever you're interacting with is showing up, or whatever energies you're interacting with. A lot of the same color schemes. Sorry, I was like way out of frame. This person could be trying to blend in with you in your surroundings. Now, that could be something that in your dream, maybe you don't really see it right away. And then at the very end, it's like, oh my God, I didn't realize this person was there or that was there and whatnot. It's a very sneaky kind of energy. And I feel as if it's trying to figure out what it is that you hold close to yourself. What do you value? Kind of almost as if they want to know what your kryptonite is, with you showing up as the hero, heroine card, heroine, whatever. They want to know what you value and how they can either include themselves in that group, or how this person can take you away from those things, or those kinds of energies. So just be careful. I think that you guys are already aware that this energy, this person, they are up to no good, and it's something that you would rather avoid than interact with. And you're really starting to perhaps being conscious of these energies or this person, so that when you do enter into your dream space, that you're able to tap into deeper resources within yourself from spirit or from your own soul essence necessarily, and allowing that to expand. So for some of you, you dream, maybe you're just not as aware in your dreams, but in this one, perhaps I feel as if you guys are a lot more clear on yourself and your energies than what you normally are. Okay, so the first few cards clarifying the message of this general dream, we have the Ten of Swords, and I feel like a lot of you guys with this kind of being a little bit scary, a little bit person unknown, someone trying to be you or trying to be someone that you know. It's almost like a kidnapping kind of energy, you know, where someone's just trying to pretend like they're amicable, someone you get along with, someone you would have a romantic interest in, but there's just something off about them. And it's almost like a familiar energy too, where it's something that you're not going to re-involve yourself with, or that you're trying to escape certain patterns and habits from. That could be really hard for you with the Ten of Swords. This could be something that you're tired of dealing with, something that you're tired of experiencing. With the Magician card, you're ready to alchemize these energies and experiences, and you're probably stepping your energy up in your dream space where you're no longer sitting back in the dream. You're starting to be more at the forefront, perhaps more in control of your awareness, your actions, and anything around you in those experiences. So just be aware of that. For some of you, I'm getting you're either going to sleep very tired or you're waking up very, very drained. Yeah, you guys are really stepping things up, and I feel like it's even in your day-to-day life where you're no longer being in more of this victim mentality or just being down in the dumps. Perhaps you've just been low energetically lately, and by stepping into more of your soul power in your dream spaces and setting certain boundaries and not getting confused with what energies are yours and what energies are not, that you're just kind of picking up on, empathetic kind of stuff. With the Magician, this is spiritual protection. And with the Hanged Man coming out next, you guys are really feeling empowered with your own actions and in your own energies, realizing that for some of you, there's a secret somewhere. Either you have a secret with someone of your past that you haven't really shared, and there's something going on about that secret. Ooh, I don't know. That's a tough one. But for some of you, you're not letting others hold you back. Rather, you're self-restraining. I don't know. That message is for some of you. For some it is not. Take it as it resonates. But I'm hearing for some of you, you could be celibate right now, which I believe means that you're not partaking in any kind of intimacy for your own personal reasons or religious beliefs. And you're starting to either see the power in that, or whatever form of self-restraint that you've been holding on yourself. At first, you could have felt that restriction out of fear of repeating certain kind of situations or dynamics. But you're starting to realize that you're holding the power to this resistance, and that it's actually meant to teach you a deeper meaning within yourself and within your own personal value of maybe what you have been holding back on yourself. If that's a plan, a dream, any kind of achievement or purchase, investment into yourself, any kind of thing that you are worthy of, that you've knowingly or unknowingly held yourself back from receiving out of fear of things perhaps not ending out the way that you want them to, or out of fear of things escalating into something worse. I'm getting that whoever this person, if you're dreaming of a significant person that is very relatable or close to you in your personal life, in your dream, they could have alternate intentions or you're dreaming of this person doing you wrong, perhaps. I'm getting that's not even their true intentions at all. I'm getting the Hanged Man energy versus the Ten of Swords, where you could be dreaming of this person hurting you, betraying you, leaving you, but in reality, the Hanged Man is someone who is very calm, stable, doesn't really talk much, so there's a little bit of mystery to that. But with the Magician card bridging them together, there's something being healed on both parts. And with Spirit into Matter clarifying the whole shebang at the very end, Trillium. Again, I'm picking up on secrets for some of you. There's a shared secret that you both have that you just don't share with other people, and it's taking its effect. Sorry, my phone is going off. But it's taking its effect on you and this other person differently. There's something you both went through together, and I feel like you probably took it a little bit harshly, and your other person could have acted like it did not even faze them, but in reality it's affecting them, both of you guys. It could be creating physical, I'm not a doctor, but you could be having physical reactions in your 3D life to this stress, or your person could be as well. I definitely have a sense that you guys are evolving in life and really stepping up your energies. This person could be just trying to get close to those energies by trying to seem very relatable to you, that they're one of you in your community. And it starts off very small, but I think that you're able to see this person's intentions play out in the long run. Maybe you don't have a clue what this person's true intentions are. And that will soon be revealed to you with this Spirit into Matter in the Hanged Man. I don't think contact is made to be met right now between you and this person. It might not be a good time for you guys to talk things over. But as far as interacting in your dream space, there's a lot of magic going on as far as setting your boundaries very firmly. We did pick up on a little bit of intruding energies in the beginning. So just make sure you're doing your best to be aware of where you're going in your dreams, where you want to see yourself, and setting a certain kind of boundary in that dream space. So definitely do some reading and some research of how to protect yourself during sleeping. You know, you could do crystals under your pillows or on your nightstand. You can ask for protection from whatever source and spirit that you desire. And I wish you guys all peace, protection, and love. And I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments or give the video a like. If you subscribe, you know the drill. You can see my future videos and vote on my channel for what posts next. So thank you guys. I'll see you next time.